Well, welcome everybody to another edition of Tuning In with Tony. This is quite an exciting time where we're going to be talking about the year of the horse. And in specific, what we're going to be talking about is the year of the fire horse. Okay? It's one of those that we are looking at it from a very specific angle. And you're hearing a lot of this already on social media. So some of it is very easily brought in and we can absorb. But there's other things that we want to give you some clarity on. So we're going to be talking about the year of the fire horse and how that's going to shape our lives in the next 12 months. And although we are 2 weeks ahead, because that starts on February the 17th, we're already experiencing it. It's not just on that day, there it is. It's sort of a phasing in, a fading in process. And we're already seeing signs of it, so we're going to give you some clarity on that, okay? So just to give you some idea, we are bringing you this show based on Higher Self, and it's a group of teachers that's been brought together in many ways to be able to answer some of the questions people are asking to raise their vibration, raise their spirits in some way. And there's so many ways we can do it. We can do it through a reading, which people can come in, or we do it over the phone, over Zoom. It doesn't matter. It's all about getting insight in some way in whatever country you're in. And sometimes the reading that you get is truth, is something that you really is going on rather than guessing. So that changes your vibration for sure. Others want something more direct, and they'll come in for what we call a personal frequency tuning. We use tuning forks, we have crystal bowls and many other frequencies that align the body's energy so that it can flow a lot better. Humans just tend to be up and down all the time because we are taught to be fear-based. And so our vibration changes constantly. And by doing that, we get to know a little bit more about ourselves. Now, we have various classes that we also can do for you so that you could do this yourself. We can show you how to self-tune yourself. We have 3 in a pack. We have a starter kit, which is basically a clearing, a grounding, and a bringing in love frequency. And those 3 forks, over a 6-hour intensive class, will show you how to use them. You can even use them on your animals, and how to be able to balance them in certain ways where we can have that harmonious flow always with us. So you can do it that way. If you want to go a little deeper and you want to be able to actually tune people yourself, we can show you how to do that through our sound therapy classes, and there are many of them. We have one from starter right up to the very advanced one. Angel card reading. We could show you how to use, if you've got tarot, not so much tarot cards, but if you have angel card reading, tarots are good too, but we teach ones that are more oracle based. And we have that. We have about 3 or 4 parts to that class. And we also have feng shui classes coming up. Now, of course, the year of the fire horse is a feng shui linked energy. So we're going to talk a little bit about feng shui as part of the year of the horse, okay, in that way. Every month we have a sound bath, and this is transformational. I'm constantly getting emails from all over the world. We have several people, 2 or 3 dozen people, sometimes they'll log in online from different countries to be able to experience this amazing orchestration of frequency and sound over a 2-hour period. It's just like being in meditation, but it just takes you to various places energetically to bring in that higher vibration that you also have that takes away the lower ones. Just simply go on to our lovehigherself.com site. It's our website. Yeah, and then just go to the events column, and this way you'll be able to find out when the next sound bathing events happen. Okay? So there's that. Also, our podcasts are awesome. We have Carl Richards, which he edits all of our work and makes us look good and makes us sound good. And so thank you, Carl, for all the work you do there. So just simply, again, go onto our site, lovehigherself.com. At the very top category, you'll see podcasts. When you click that, there's two headings of it. One is our library, which we have over 300 podcast shows, and you can go through it, and whichever applies to you. And then we have a meditation one, which has all meditation. So it's awesome. All of our work has the tuning forks embedded in it so that you could really take it to a higher level in that way. All right? So let's go right into our show. The year of the fire horse. Man, this has been quite the time. The color, of course, is red for our color for today. And the theme is all about, take this, slowing down. I know, usually when we talk about horses, the last thing you're thinking of, we got to slow down. But horses do speed up. But the point is that humans itself, they speed so fast, they actually want to pass the horse in this way. Everything's in a hurry. Everything is high speed. Everything is like a race. Okay? Maybe there's a connection in there why they call it the human race. I don't know if there's a connection there, but there's certainly something that we need to slow down with so we don't pass our prosperity. We don't pass our good fortune. If you look at any really great watermark, it's all about meandering flows of water. Water always flows. When water is rapids, usually we lose houses, okay? So it's all about flow, and it's all about a certain speed that you don't want to go too fast on, okay? You want to just take your time. So the year of the horse comes every 12 years, okay? If you look at the zodiac, the horse is one of the 12 animals that we go through. So that's every 12 years. But this special one, the fire horse, comes every 60 years, okay? And it's whenever this particular energy shows up, massive changes happen. If you go back to 1786, just a few examples, there's many of them, but I want to focus on the content and everything during the show here. But in 1786 was the year of the fire horse. In that year, there was several wars in Europe, earthquakes and floods in China. There's all kinds of collapse of government in various countries at that time. All right, there was massive change to introduce taxes, and there was all kinds of rebellions that were breaking out at that time. So fast forward to 1906 was another fire horse time. In California, the earthquake. You remember the fires in San Francisco? Well, I don't know if you remember it, but you might have heard it. Were the great fires in San Francisco where there was a lot of devastation in the earthquake, and then fires ensued after. At that same time, London had their great fire, and they lost over 13,000 homes when that fire broke out. Obviously, in the 1900s, in the early 1900s, all the houses were made of wood, like timber. So when and they were close together. So when one house caught fire, it just spread it's like a bushfire. Over 4 days, 13,000 people were out of a home in that way, all right? Because it had to get rid of old energy and had to get rid of old paradigms, and that's the way it's done on the earth. So take 1906, fast forward 60 years, which is the next fire horse, was of course, 1966. Well, what happened then was our Cultural Revolution. You remember the flower power, and there was wars in Vietnam, and there was people protesting, and it was quite an uproar of our collective. They call it the baby boomers were really involved at that time to bring love and peace to the earth. But there was a lot of revolution. Most of the love songs that we find came out of that era. So between 1966 and those 3 or 4 years was just, some people would say they were memorable. It's a massive change in where people just had to start speaking up in that way. And that was 1966. So fast forward 60 years is today. Now, the first thing that people are saying is, so are we going to have floods, and we're going to have earthquakes, and are we going to have all these fires and everything else? And he says, this time, it's not going to be as much. There might be a couple of pockets of natural disasters, but most of it is going to be all the earthquakes and fires and everything else within ourselves. We are the earth. We are the one that's going to be erupting. There's going to be so many personal changes that we're going to have this year of the horse. 2026 has long been sought after as we are the earth. There's nobody coming for us, nobody going to save us. So there has to be almost a Control-Alt-Delete in our system to say, okay, enough is enough. We've had the last 25 years that Spirit's been saying, look, if there's something in your past you want to get rid of, now's the time to do it. You want to clear yourself. And a lot of people did. But for some reason, they always go back to the old habits, and they're always holding on to old things and old patterns. And basically, no disrespect intended to those people that are trying, myself included, that the horse is basically saying, now it's time to jump on the horse. And if you're still hesitating and still in doubt, well, then you are actually on purpose choosing a lower vibrational life. Now, whether you want that or not is up to you, but it comes with various things in that way. It comes with various consequences. All right, so the disasters are going to be more like our inside. It's all about harmony, bringing harmony to ourselves and the others. In this year, the fire horse, absolutely everything accelerates. Your dreams. If you have a dream about something, this is the year to really bring that forward. If you've always had the dream that you want to sing or you want to dance, that you've never had the guts to do it before. Let's say you wanted to go onto Broadway, or you wanted to do whatever you wanted to do, or be in a job that you love, or be in a profession that you love. And there's always been some hesitation, always been some form of a letting go of something. And there's always been some form of a resistance. Okay? So this is where it's going to really come to pass. Any opportunities that you have will accelerate. Your wealth will accelerate. Health will accelerate, regardless of age, Spirit is saying. Because that's another thing. We've been told, I don't know how long, I've heard it, where people say, oh boy, when I hit 50 years old or 60 or 70, that's when I'm going to start to have problems, because we see our grandparents, limping, using a cane, walkers, and now it's part of our life. The baby boomers are all getting older, and we're in our basically 70s and 80s and 90s sort of thing, and we think that that's our future. That's been told to you. That is not correct, because we've seen in several cultures, people are in their advanced 120 years, and they're still in the field. They're still bouncing their great-great-great-great-grandkids on their knee, because they're looking at life in a totally different way. So, age does not equal health problems. That's what we've been told. So that's the fear. That's part of the thing that keeps us going. Now, they'll show you all kinds of graphs and facts about this, but basically that's the reality of it. But if you give up on yourself through this phase, you are actually choosing dormancy. You're actually choosing stagnation, as we said before, because you're still going to go to being doubtful and remain under the control of others. Again, we're not saying this is right or wrong. Is it something that you want? That's always what it comes down to. You go into your heart and you say, is this something that I really want? And if it's okay with you, then that's fine. But for others, they might have a different answer. Okay, by staying dormant in this way, fire catches up to you. So what does that mean? It means if we don't get on the bandwagon, we don't start the new book that you wanted, or if we don't start a new career or go somewhere in some way, if we are staying dormant like we have been, let's say in the past 5 or 10 years, and some people are still there, many people have accelerated. So we're not sort of focusing on everybody here. But you know who you are, that you're doing the same thing now that you did 20 years ago, and you're just no change, and there's been no change. If this is one of you, it means what you have built up to this point will burn. So what does that mean? If you've had investments in different things, if you've built something, a relationship, or you built a home, and you're still really not in that higher vibration of love and harmony and everything, somehow it's going to be lost. Somehow the energies will just burn that down, whatever that means financially, whatever that means economically for you. So we need to sort of catch up and just be aware that if we're doing this, so that these are some of the consequences. Courage is needed in this year to attain incredible results. Only the reckless, fear-based souls will cry out for injustice, that there's something for me, but they will resist every step of the way because they don't realize what good fortune and prosperity paths lead to, because they can't see it. Because it's a vibration that looks like it's a scam, or that looks like that's not where I need to go. When you are focused on love, harmony, you will see it, because it has a completely different feel. If you're trying to make most of your decisions based on what you're thinking in your head and what made sense 20 years ago, if that is the way that you're doing your decision-making process, that is not going to work in the year of the horse, especially the fire horse. It will just run through all of that and burn all through it. In feng shui, you might have heard this. We're going to give you a quick lesson on feng shui. We have a feng shui class coming up in the next couple of months for those we want to get deeper into this. We don't have time for this in this show, but we can give you a quick lesson on the 5 elements. 5 elements, when you bring that into your home, is masterfully done in the sense that the 5 are fire, water, wood, metal, and earth. Now, the fire itself radiates illumination, brings in light. Water replenishes, renews, it cleanses, okay? Wood creates and grows and spreads out. It's expansive, like the roots of a tree. Metal is something that we refine and to purity. So what does that mean? We can take a chunk of rock and extract and do some kind of refining in there to bring it down to an ounce of gold. And I don't know if you've noticed, but an ounce of gold right now, Canadian, is over $7,000 an ounce. I know, I was surprised too. And it's still going up because that's what people find value in. But that gold represents tons and tons of other stuff that was surrounding it. So it's all about refining. Earth is all about nurturing, grounding, and being stable. Stabilization. So when we bring all those beautiful energies together and they have a balance, if you look at the Chinese bagua, we call it the bagua, it's basically a template for energy in your home. And when you don't want too much metal, you don't want too much wood or too much fire. Quick lesson there: if you walk into a bedroom, and it's all red, imagine putting that in a baby's room. There's no way a baby's going to sleep because it's full of fire. You want to bring in softer tones of water and green and wood. And so when you have a room that has a combination of those elements, you have harmony. That's really what it's all about. All right? If you want to know more about the feng shui class, you can let me know after. But in 2026, this is all about not looking at something whether it's good or bad. Okay? It's not about it, but a perception. It's more about a deeper perception and interpretation. I mean, you could have 2 people looking at the same thing. They could look at somebody just melting away in the sense that they're so angry, they're just boiling over. Some people will say, "Oh, that's terrible. That's a bad thing to do," while somebody else would say, "He's shifting. I see it. I see it. This person's getting rid of his old stuff, and he's using fire to burn it off." So it's all about perspective, isn't it? Instead of looking at something at its face value, look at something deeper. These are the people that are going to be really ascending and being able to see things at a deeper light. One thing I love about dog owners and people that work with dogs, we have people that are dog massage people. They connect to animals and horses, all of these. They are so connected to the earth and to the animals. It's almost like they're not human, because that's the way it has to be. Because they're away from the narrative that they are not connected to source energy. So these people are wonderful. People that love horses, that love dogs. Talk to them. They are some of the most down-to-earth people ever. Okay, I know people right now, and there's some on this show that is listening that are connected to animals so well that they're wonderful to deal with. Because they just have this genre about them. They just have this persona that I love. It's all about understanding, and it's all about everything else. This whole thing that we're going through, this year of the horse, is all about, it's a correction. It's a reset. Now, it's not the reset they've been saying at the Mountain Forum where they talk about a reset. Oh, no. This reset is a global reset physically. Like Gaia, the actual Earth, is resetting everything on the surface of the planet. So all the people will feel it, the plants feel it, the animals feel it, everything in nature, the trees feel it, and they're all ready for this. Okay, trees are in a very high vibration. If you ever you talk about that, this is a year of amplifying everything. If you have goals, it's going to be amplified. And this is the one that I really love because it encourages you to find out your self-mastery, to have it come out of you. We're going to have a show on this specifically in a couple of weeks or so. But self-mastery is basically knowing who you are inside and bringing out those energies so you don't have knee-jerk reactions to things. Something happens, you say, oh, that's bad. Oh, that's good. Like, these are people that's just living in default. There is no mastery whatsoever. You could look at something, yes. You could look at the fact that a person has lost their job, and that's a bad thing. But then you find out they got another job, and a better job. So is that still bad? No, because they wanted a company that appreciated their work. And Energy found out that, okay, it can't be done within the confines of their employment, so they basically fire them. So then now they're available to go with another company that will appreciate them. And if it's a money issue, they'll end up getting more. I hear that all the time where that happens, okay? So this is where it demands more of you because it's coming from your heart. And we have to stop thinking about things, okay? We have to stop focusing on the qualities that hold us back. When you've had a couple of bad relationships. I just had this a few days ago. A lady had gone through several relationships, and they all ended quite poorly. So she says, there's nobody out there that will love me. I can't find anybody that will love me. I says, well, what have you learned? And then she went through various processes, and she realized that, I guess from now on, I'm always going to have people that will run away from me. Or the people, well, in the beginning, they'll treat me with respect, but in time, they won't have respect for me. I says, that's not true. That might be true in the past. Maybe that did happen. But it doesn't mean it's going to continue to happen, okay? So we want to make sure that your past isn't your future. So when we look at things, we have to realize it is the past, and it has nothing to do with what's coming. Whenever we look at that and we always say, this means I'm going to get another relationship that's going to be very bad. And again, if you say it that way, well, then that's what you're going to be manifesting. Because the words you use, we talked about words in other classes, the words you use and the intention you use replicates your life. The year of the horse is going to be doing that, where if you want harmony, you want peace, it is going to be sort of a blind faith. You're going to have to jump on this animal, like energetically, and say, okay, this is what I want. Now, how do I get there? And I'm just going to make it work, okay? So this is what happens when you choose to ride with the horse, ride with the year of the horse, with blind faith, and you've got a heart to go with it. In other words, the heart of yourself and the heart of this horse beats as one. Okay, it's the same heart. When you do that, doors open fast for you. You know what you could normally you have to wait months and months for something to manifest. Well, you'll manifest that within weeks or days. So the time really collapses because now you are putting the time and energy into the dream and whatever's supposed to happen rather than, oh, I don't see it. It's not happening. Oh, I still don't see it. I woke up in the morning and I'm still not in my new house. Or I still don't have my man or my woman beside me while I wake up. So you're looking at the physical part, and every time you say, oh, it's still not here, then you're reconfirming the fact that that's what you want, because that has your attention. It's true that's not what you want, but in energy, it's where do you put your attention? You know, if I put my attention on feeding somebody, they're not going to starve. If I put my attention to somewhere else and don't feed this person, that will starve. So what I want to starve is the fact that all the things I don't want, I want that to starve. So that means my attention has to go elsewhere. All right? So it's all about where our focus goes, energy flows. We hear that a lot in various quotes that way. But it demands that you stop thinking and that your heart and the horse's heart is as one. When that happens, as I said, doors open fast for you. Every choice you make from the point of purpose accelerates. So I want to make this very clear because some people have they jump on this right away and they make a choice. They say, well, it hasn't happened yet. And how is it connected to your purpose, your destiny? Because anything connected to your destiny is easy. You got to find out what that destiny is, and you'll feel it. If it keeps coming up again and again, this is where you need to go, but you keep resisting, then perhaps start going that way because you have no solid truth or no evidence that something will happen if you choose a certain decision. You have no way. You're only basing it on the past. Here's the next one is momentum builds effortlessly. And if you don't pull the reins, you'll just keep accelerating. The other day, I heard of a lady that she started her business and it's all of a sudden, it started doing extremely well. She was getting clients left, right, and center, as they say. And it grew so fast. She right away started filling up her calendar. She started doing some amazing sales, amazing coaching. I mean, she was a coach online. And she constantly was going up and up and up to the point that she was making so much in revenue that she started realizing that I don't deserve this. What did I do? Because normally people have to work 5 years or 10 years to get to my position, not 3 months or 2 months. And right away, she fast-tracked because she was on this, well, I don't know if it was a horse, but she was on this energy stream that just shot her up like no problem. When she got there, she started, and with her own admission, started sabotaging her success because she wasn't prepared for that kind of success. So when you pull the reins, you got to be very careful because you asked for this because you said, okay, I want to get this business, and of course we want to be successful. So when you become successful over a very short time, thinking that, oh, I haven't worked hard enough yet, then you're pulling the reins and thinking, no, I don't want this to go like this. This isn't normal. And then all of a sudden, when it starts coming down, boy, it crashes down. When you pull the reins like that, the horse goes way up and it bucks. And so there's a very, very rude awakening when you hit bottom again and now try to take it from where you were to build it up because they realize, oh, I thought this is what you wanted. So for a little while, they're not sure what you want, and that's where the struggle comes in. In other words, when you get on this after your blind faith, you just realize You just hold on to the reins, but don't pull. Don't pull it because it might be too much for you, or there's too many good things happening for you. Okay? In this energy, you'll also see old beliefs, such as getting old, as we talked about, working hard to produce less money. The other day, someone actually said, yeah, I'm working harder and harder and I'm getting less and less money. Oh, well, that's just the way it is. And it almost suggests that this is normal. It's not normal. It's what we've been convinced that we need to buy into. In fact, what Spirit is saying, we need to work half as much to get double what we're getting. But then other people say, well, that's not my belief. I don't think that's possible. And of course, for those that will think that, it's impossible to attract that because you are the magnet. If you decide to be a certain strength, you're only going to be able to attract so much paper clips. If you want to be weak, that's fine. You'll only be able to attract fewer paper clips. As they say, we're getting close and you can pick up those paper clips, those metal. But you basically govern the strength of that magnet. Success is easier than we were taught. We were never taught that success is so easy. Never taught that. They don't want you to think that. Because you clearly see that, and you doubt and hesitate, second guessing, you'll start to see that all this is your enemy. When you start to see something in the beginning, hey, this is going to be good, and you start becoming more involved with it, you start having little doubts, I don't know if this is going to work, and you second guess yourself. I have actually seen people do about 5 hours of research to buy something, just to make sure the reviews are good, just to make sure everything is good with this product. And they went a ton of research, more research than I would put into it was a microphone they were buying. And as soon as they bought it, the second they bought it, they press click in their shopping cart online. They buy it. It's done. It's taken off their credit card. Do you think that was a good idea? You second guessed yourself the moment you decide. And we had 5 hours to kind of look at all of the different ways to look at it. And the moment you say, yeah, let's do this, you second guess yourself. So they think that's normal. It isn't. Okay, these are all the enemy. And that's what we've been taught. There is that virus that they've put into us that comes out that way. But this year, people, you can make impossible goals happen, and we can make them possible. We just need to believe that this could happen. It contains a lot of pressure, though. When you have a dream, that's insane. So I want you to think of the best thing that could ever happen to you right now. Just think of what would, in this point in your moment right now, I want you to think of the most incredible thing that if you wanted, you could get it right now. I want you to think about that, okay? All right, you got it? Okay. Now I want you to think 4 times as good. See, there's going to be a hesitation for some people because you just thought of your best, and all of a sudden now I have to think 4 times higher. Head blown. Okay. In other words, that's where we need to do. If you want to buy a house and you have nothing, like literally nothing, and if you're going to get a goal, make sure that it's big, that you aim high. Because there's nothing more frustrating than to aim low and attain it, where if you would have aimed high, you would have attained it too. And that's the year of the fire horse, is that we will very much underestimate our abilities in this life. We will. We don't think we are as great as we are. People actually say that. Well, I know I have a fantastic friend, but I don't know. I don't have much to offer. I think she just, stays around just to help me. But then when you talk to the best friend, you said, I want you to describe Julie to me. What kind of a person is she? Oh, Julie, you're amazing. The way you handle all your kids, you got 3 kids, and you're going to basketball practice and hockey, you're chauffeuring everybody around. You have incredible meals. You bring all people together in the community. Like you're a superwoman. And the person would say, oh, well, all those things, all that, In other words, other people will talk about you much higher than you think that you are. That happens all the time, people. So underestimating yourself is not something new. It's something that's been going around a lot. But being under pressure means that you got to dig deep down to see what is essential. You know, something else that flourishes under pressure? Diamonds. If you take a rock, a diamond, and you bring it down and it's under pressure, that's how that particular stone creates itself, through incredible pressure, tectonic forces under the ground, and when it cools, it's under this high pressure, and that creates a diamond. And it just so happens to be the hardest metal on this planet. I think there's something a little stronger, but it's up there. Diamonds can cut other things that are other diamonds even. Okay, so this is the idea. There is to be able to look at yourself as if you're going to be able to attain something, no matter what it is. How high are you willing to go? For some of us, it's going to be a tearful time, and I apologize for this, because finding the incredible parts of you can be painful, can be tearful, because we find out that all those things that people told us we actually believed. And now we have to get through all of that to find out our authenticity. That's the idea. So that we pass stagnation and get away from the slow results, and we are actually transforming to speed and no resistance, which is our natural state. Speed and no resistance is how we came in as babies. Think about it. I mean, what is more non-resistance than a 1-year-old playing with a plastic bottle? You know, they think they're beautiful with their bald head, and they're laughing all the time, and they think everyone loves them. So what changes, like in 10 years, where the kid thinks that they're nothing, nobody likes them, everyone's bullying me in school? Like what changes in those 10 years? Well, because you came in vastly different, but everything else was taught to you. So going through those tearful moments is the work. That's the pressure we're talking about. You're building a diamond within yourself under that pressure, and you need to realize that I'm building a diamond. That's why it's so incredibly difficult to be able to get through this. But this fire horse will help you, because along with pressure, fire is involved, because that's where the lava comes from, okay? And in those pressure, fire is still involved in creating a diamond. So this is perfect, actually. So all the things that you have to burn off, all the things that you have to get through, and the smoke and all this incredible stress is good, because that's what's going to create a diamond within you in some way. Okay, when you understand the resonance of this horse, your life stops being less chaotic. In other words, it becomes less chaotic and more strategic. That's the point. We want to be more strategic than we are of the crap that we have to visit through every day. And watch the up and down movements. I mean, in 1 week you're going to be really feeling good, and the next week you're going to feel in the dumps. And then it's up and down, up and down. And some people really react to that, and they think they're losing their mind or something. But just like a seasoned trader on the stock market, they don't look at the little up and downs. They don't care. You know, they buy a stock, or they buy whatever investment that they want, and they realize that it takes time. When you buy a piece of land, you're going to buy it at a certain price. And some people will say, well, you know, the moment that I bought this piece of land, the price went down. So now it's not even worth what I paid for it. Well, yeah, you could look at it that way, or you could say, look, I have the piece of land, and I'm just going to wait. Just going to wait. So it's going to go up and down, but in time, in 10, 15 years, whatever, this land will be worth a little more. And that's what we need to sort of tap into. Not looking at your ups and downs emotionally or mentally, physically, whatever's going on. Just address things as you go and just keep going. Just keep riding. Just keep going. Because the ups and downs doesn't mean your luck is good or your luck is bad. It's just like riding on a horse. You basically ride with her rhythm. Have you ever ridden a horse and go against the rhythm of the horse? Man, you'd be off that horse in no time, because when the horse gallops, there's a certain part of her body that goes down, and if you're going up, you got a problem. You're going to go airborne. You got to ride with the horse. There's a rhythm that this horse rides. In life is the same. There's a certain rhythm, there's a pattern, there's a flow. And when we get into that flow, it's like we're unstoppable. Is that it could go twice the speed and we can still keep up. Where a lot of people say, I don't know if I can do this. They're going too fast. Everything is just way too fast for me. Well, maybe check the rhythm that you're on. How does it go in the morning? How are you going to sleep? Like what kind of ways that you have rituals to be able to calm those things down? Okay, then this is the idea of this. But here's the other thing about this that you won't see on social media and other places. As powerful as this horse is, it is also very compassionate. If you know anything about horses, they can feel your heartbeat in 30 feet. They know that you're scared. They know that you're nervous. They know that you are devious, or they just know, because they feel your heartbeat. They feel your energy. So this horse, as much as it loves to just get on and let's go, if you don't lose sight of yourself, in other words, if you don't give up on yourself, you say, look, I need help, it will come back. It'll pull you out of the mud. It'll put its head on your shoulders to console you so you could cry freely at night. It will be able to help you, and it will bow down. And when you're ready, after you've gone through all your burdens and all the stuff you're going through, so that you can jump on that horse and then just ride with me. And it'll wait. But the second you lose faith in yourself, that you think you're beyond hope, that horse is gone. It doesn't have the time, because we've been given 25 physical earth years to try to get to this point. But at this point you're saying, look, I have doubts, but look, I believe that I can do this. There's something in me that's driving me, that's going to fire and get this going. And I'm just going to ride this through. I'm not going to resist because I don't know what to do. You tell that to the horse, it gets you. And it will be there. It'll be there. It'll stand beside you every step of the way. That's how amazing horses are. Dogs are the same. I think between dogs and horses, those are the only two, and there's also dolphins and things, but those are the few animals on this planet that are committed to humans. Period. If a human is not doing well, the dog will sleep outside in the snow and it will die just so you get comfort. Horses are much the same. As if it trusts you, it is dedicated to humans. But any other animal, cats don't care. The cats don't even know you left. If you look at water buffaloes, you look at gazelles, you look at turtles. I mean, all these animals have their own life. They got their own thing to do. But it's between horses and dogs, I mean, these animals are gifts from heaven. They really are. They just don't. You just can't see the wings because of who they and what they are. Okay, but it's amazing that when you don't lose sight of yourself and you feel that you are something, this is where these animals come in. So the fire horse. In this meditation, we've chosen a very special meditation. We created this a few years ago, and it's called the Lotus Flower Meditation. In Feng Shui, this is big in Feng Shui. It's an 8-petal plant. Those of you that don't know what a lotus flower is, and it's a beautiful flower, and it resides in the most dirtiest, swampiest, cruddiest waters on this earth, and they're one of the most beautiful flowers ever. And it's all about resilience. It's all about moving forward. It's all about getting together your energy, your God-given energy that never leaves. But as soon as something has to get through, this self-mastery, it forces you that you have this energy already. You just don't have the stimulus or the catalyst to bring it out. And I'll tell you, if somebody threatens your children, or if a bear comes up and your baby's right there, I'll tell you, even if you're afraid of bears, you will be between that baby and the bear, 100%. You will give your life so that you are not. And that comes out of you because your wanting is greater than your fear. And that's the essence of the fire horse, is just get through whatever you need to get through, and it's okay. It's okay. Just don't lose faith in yourself, because the horse detects that and you'll feel like it just left, and it did. If you think you're beyond hope, yeah, it's gone. But if you feel that I really want to keep up, but I'm falling behind, I can feel it. I just don't have that source energy in me anymore. So you might be stuck in the mud. Then just say, fire horse, just come and pull me out of this mud. It will. It will never leave you as long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Okay? So in this meditation, when we play it, okay, I want you to envision a horse in front of you. First of all, put yourself in a beautiful place. So some people that are water people, these are people that like to be beside the lake. They like to be beside the ocean, okay, some body of water. Some people are tree people. They like to be in the trees and meadows and stuff, but put yourself there. Lots of grass. Some people are mountain people. They like to be where there's lots of vastness and air and so on. And some people just like to be, in whatever environment, even in the desert, because it's quiet, it's vast, whatever it is. I want you to put yourself in this element that you feel most comfortable, okay, if it's on the beach or whatever. And I want you to see yourself, you're sitting down either on a stump, on the sand, on a rock or whatever, and there's a horse in front of you. This beautiful, it looks like Arabian from what the picture's spirit is showing me. It's a beautiful horse, and it's in flames. It's incredibly healthy, and it's just looking at you, all right? And I want you to trust in this horse to take you to places you haven't been in a long time. Okay? This horse feels your heart beating because it knows everything. You cannot fool a horse, even in real life, okay? This horse knows you, and that's okay because it's been tracking your progress for generations, all right? The horse will position itself so you get to jump on, and then whatever you have to do to get on that horse. And when the music starts to get going, I want you to pull out, either out of your swimsuit or somewhere, I want you to pull out an apple. Horses love apples. And I don't know why it's an apple, because usually in feng shui we use oranges, but somehow Spirit was showing me apples. I want you to pull out an apple, beautiful red apple, Macintosh red apples. And I want you to offer this to the horse and saying, thank you for taking me. It's a symbol of respect. It's a symbol of my gratitude that you didn't leave me. It's a symbol that we are going to do this together, and we're going to do this in harmony with the right rhythm that we need. Okay? So I want you to just take a deep breath of this red energy. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe out. You're taking this energy in, that you're breathing in source energy. And when you breathe out, you're breathing out and you're blessing the earth. And this beautiful marriage between your energy and the earth, both of you are advancing. The earth is better for you being in it. Otherwise, it never would have accepted you. That's the fact. Keep breathing, and we'll see you in a little bit. Take a deep breath. Bring in that fire element and put it through all the insides of your body. Something is firing you up. The time for holding back is over. The time for hesitation is over. All those have been planted inside of you as weeds. When we have enough weeds, there's so many things that slow us down. Not sure if you know how farmers will treat a piece of land that is full of weeds and brush. And there's logs everywhere. It's all rotting. The way they do it is they will burn that piece of land on purpose to kill all the bacteria, all of the nonsense energy, to clear it to the point where the fire will burn everything. Because they know when they do that, all of those heavy energies are gone in smoke. And the next year, beautiful grass comes up. The ecosystem is reset. The Control-Alt-Delete has been done. And now they can move forward. So like that, if there is weeds inside your system, breathe in this fire element to burn all that off. It's no longer something that's going to hold you back. When you make decisions based on what you want, and you feel this is your journey, this is your destiny, this is what you need to do, there's no greed involved. You just feel pulled to do something, and you don't know why. That's a big sign that something greater than you is wanting you to go in that direction. And so this fire is for you. This fire burns off everything. So when you see yourself on this horse, the next time you listen to this, have it burn all of the weeds, all the things that it's slowing you down on. Because this is such a time-sensitive class, we're going to be leaving it on Facebook. We're going to be leaving it on YouTube, so that it'll be live there very soon. And the video, then you can enjoy it. We're going to be breaking off now into our members. There's some added content that we're going to be putting onto this for our members. If you want to be a member to get this additional content, this bonus content, to find out about various things that you can do around your home to being able to bring in this horse, let us know. Just email us at info@lovehigherself.com. Let us know you want to be a member. It's only like $5 a month, and you get basically a weekly class like this every single week to keep up to date with that. It's just mainly to take care of production costs, but we would love to have you part of our family to be able to get this on a regular basis in 2026. This will be powerful, and that's everything that Spirit does is all relevant to right now, not something 10 years ago. It's all relevant. So those of you that were in this class today on Facebook Live, thank you so much for taking the time to cut out to be able to get this information, and hopefully you'll be able to use it. Hopefully this will be the catalyst for you to finally say, yes, this is what I want to do, and I won't be swayed. And if that's been done, then we've accomplished what our purpose was supposed to be. For those, thank you so much for taking that time, and everyone else, have yourself a great weekend, and we will see you next week on another show. Love you all.